So here's the shot that I did. This is a tracking shot in the sequence that I'm building where a US Navy submersible descends down into a very large cave. So essentially what I want to do here is have a camera follow the submersible, tracking the submersible. This is what we call the tracking shot. So essentially those two white lines are the cone of the lens. So let's get to it. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and do some Unreal camera tracking for a shot that I'm doing that's part of a sequence in which a US Navy SEAL comes down into a huge cave. And it's mysterious and it's cautious, so it's a smooth, simple tracking effect where we're following the submersible going down into the cave. You absolutely need camera tracking shots in pretty much every sequence. This is one of those really cool tricks that does a very great job. It allows you to get more coverage and work rather than finessing over little details that are not really important. I'm going to go to Add here, and I'm going to click on Cinematics and then Level Sequence. I'm going to go ahead and name it. So in the outlier here, I'm going to go find the camera that I'm looking at right now, or I'm looking through. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop it onto the static mesh of the submersible, which is right down there. Now that it's parented correctly, I'm going to go ahead and click on the camera itself and adjust it by hitting the transform properties, because what this will do is it'll allow us to make the transformations locally and not world. So you got to be able to make the adjustments from here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Track, Actor to Sequence, and I'm going to go ahead and add the submersible here. And what it did is it brings in the binding camera with it. So now you'll notice that the submersible isn't moving. Well, there's animation already built for it in the original shot, which is this one here. So the submersible's going down, so I don't want to mess with that animation. I want to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy paste all of these points here, and I'm going to go ahead and drag them into my new shot by clicking on the transform button and Control V, and there is my submersible going through its animation sequence there. Now I need to bring the camera in, so I'm going to go ahead and to the track, and I'm going to click on Add Actor, and I want to go ahead and add the camera. And because the camera is already binded to it, it's already parented in the outlier, it's going to reflect that in the sequence here. And there we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some minor changes to this right now by clicking on the camera itself and making some adjustments locally here in relation to the actual submersible. So I want to get a little higher. I want to go down a little bit. Another thing I want to do is I want to bring this to 24 just to have a little bit more wide, just to make it wider. And I want the cinematic viewport here. And then I'm going to ask for, I want the grid to show up. And I'm going to click on my camera again, and now I can respect the rules of thirds on shot composition. And I want to put it right in that sweet spot there, which is that focal point on the bottom left. And I want to leave some lead room in front of it, and a little bit on top. And I want to get close enough so that the submersible will be in focus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Focus Settings, and I'm going to change the depth of field. So I'm going to click on Tracking, and I'm just going to pick an actor in the scene here, and it just found it. What does that do? Let's see. So it's going to make it a lot easier to see. It's focused on the submersible, and it's easier to change the background and blur the background out like the eye naturally does. This is a shot after an establishing shot, so I still want to see a wide shot of what we're looking at. If I blurred that all out, it would kind of ruin the shot. So I'm going to leave that as is right now and play that back. We'll see how it goes. And it was easy as that. So hope you guys liked that one. If you're interested in seeing more, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.